Hey guys, Austin here, and welcome back to another Minecraft mod showcase update video here on the channel. Today we are revisiting the L Ender's Cataclysm mod, otherwise just known as the Cataclysm mod for Minecraft version 1.20.1. Once again, we are covering update 1.99 in the version, also known as the final update. I'm not sure if it literally means the final update or if this is like the finale to like everything that's been added to the mod thus far, or if new things are coming in the future. I'm not entirely sure, but this update is titled Final, so I'm not entirely sure what that means. Two updates did come out after this, however, that were patch updates to sort of fix a few bugs that were in this version, so I am playing on the actual most recent version, which is 1.99.1, but I figured I'd let you know that we are covering all the content in 1.99 because the other two are just bug fixes. So if you guys have been enjoying the videos for the Cataclysm mod, I know it's been a while since I've covered it, consider leaving a like, subscribe if you know. As always, the down links will be in the description, and the most important thing to talk about is the first thing, which is we have a new mod that's covering as a support mod, and that is known as the Lionfish API. It is no longer using the, I believe it was called the Citadel mod as a support mod. It's now using Lionfish API. So in the description of this video, it will be updated to show all the mods you need to have installed in this version for this mod to work. And on their website of CurseForge, it also says you need to have this mod installed for things to work. You need to have Curious API and now Lionfish API as well, I believe. Either way, make sure you have those mods installed as well, otherwise the mod just won't work. Other than that, let's get into the meat and gritty of the mod. The first thing is we have some updated boss bar health, and the bosses now will actually regen health if you are no longer within their targeting range, which is a cool detail. So if any of the bosses in this mod, if you didn't know, this mod is very heavy on boss battles. If you're ever leaving a boss battle area, the boss will just regen its health because it won't target anymore. And you can toggle that on or off in the config files. Do not worry about that. After that, we have new content in the Cursed Pyramid. The first thing to talk about is we have this new Ancient Metal. So we have Ancient Metal Nugget, Ancient Metal Ingot, and the Ancient Metal Block. The Nugget is acquired by killing one of the bosses, or one of the enemies known as the Cobalton. We will show that guy off very soon. Same with the Ancient Metal Ingot. It also can come from two different enemies, the Cobaldeator, I hope I'm saying that correctly, and the Cobalton. Both of them do have the ability to drop this ingot, as well as the fact you can just combine the nuggets into it, and you can also form it into a block if you so desire to have that also. There is a new set of armor that comes as well from these drops. We have the Bone Reptile helmet and the Bone Reptile chest piece. This is what it looks like on an armor stand. It looks very cool, and it is crafted with the Cobalton bones, the Cobalton skull, two Cobalton ingots, as well as the chest piece being the bones and the ingots. So you do have to defeat these two enemies, which, why not? Let's show them off. So first up, we have the Cobaldeator, or I guess it's supposed to be like a gladiator. So Gladiator. I know I'm butchering the name, but this is what he looks like. He has 180 health and 10 armor bars. Pretty terrifying indeed. He also just looks like he's ready and standing at attention for the fight. He has the ability, he basically will spawn in this cursed pyramid structure that does spawn in the world. Just keep that in mind. Other than him, we have the Wadget, which is the mini boss that will be spawning in this cursed pyramid structure as well. So that is this thing right here. So 150 health, 5 armor bars. I like how this is the mini boss and this is considered just an enemy, when it is stronger technically than the mini boss. But yeah, they both look pretty terrifying indeed, and I like that they're sort of like this mummy aspect to them. Even though they are meant to be like skeletons, they still have like the color of like a mummy, which is really cool. We also have a new ignited berserker, which will spawn in the Nether fortress after defeating Ignis. So Ignis is a boss that's already in the mod, and we'll show him off soon later because there has been some changes to him. But this is the ignited berserker, 65 health, 8 armor bars. Pretty terrifying indeed. I'm not sure if I can look at his drops or anything. Unfortunately, I cannot know. But yeah, this is what he looks like. I'll kill him just to see if he does drop anything unique. But gotta give credit to the creator of this mod. They always make sure that every single enemy added in is very perfected, and it looks really cool. So he dropped some dying embers, which you can actually use to make burning ashes, which is an item that is used in the mod, which is really cool. But yeah, all the designs look sick. All their animations are pretty polished, and they just look amazing. I've used a few of these guys in my mob battles in the past as well, but I'm glad that we're getting more enemies. But now on to all the adjustments and changes of the previous enemies that you all know and love. So the first thing to talk about is that the Ancient Remnant, which is this guy right here, now his damage has been adjusted throughout and improved his stomp and sandstorm effects. So this is the Ancient Remnant boss. Pretty terrifying. Pretty scary. It's literally an Egyptian dinosaur. You don't see many of those often. After that, we have the Ender Guardian adjustment, which is improved Void Vortex effect. The Ender Guardian's viewpoint has also been improved, so maybe the scope of the attacks will be slightly different. That is this guy right here. 333 health, 20 armor bars. We've used him a lot in my mob battle series. I've never used this thing. This 400 health, 10 armor bars, a dino of a beast. After that, we have Ignis has had his viewpoint improved, as well as his fireball launching code has also been fixed. So there's Ignis for you, 450 health, 10 armor bars. If you haven't seen him before, he looks amazing. I like how these guys don't attack each other. They kind of just all are chilling, which is pretty cool. Next up, Leviathan nerfed the tongue and nerfed the darkness effect and nerfed the abyss orb. So Leviathan actually getting a pretty big nerf now. He's not as strong as he was before. That's pretty interesting. After Leviathan, the Prowler has had his textures updated actually and buffed damage from 11 damage to 14. This boy right here. So he has been actually increased in strength, which is pretty cool. After that, we have a new reworked mob, the Coralsis. So before the Coralsis and the Coral Golem were actually the same mob, now it is the Coralsis as its own mob, and the Coral Golem has been changed to default. So now spawns in the ocean after defeating the Leviathan and can swim, stand, and cannot stand on water. Whereas the Coralsis is just reworked. It doesn't say anything specific about him, but this is him. 650 or 160 health, Sarby, 5 armor bars, and then the Coral Golem, which is a miniature version, 110 health, 5 armor bars. So yeah, they've been chased around a bit. Oh, they are fighting over there. I don't know what made them fight each other, but they're fighting over there. We're just gonna let that be. After that, the Deepling and Deepling Brute have both been nerfed in forms of their health. Their health is a lot lower now. So Deepling Brute 60 health, 8 armor bars, and then Deepling 26 health. I don't know what's happening. Oh, can he ride him? I guess he can ride him. That's actually pretty cool. Again, I don't want to know what's happening over there. We have the Deepling Priest, which can now spawn in the ocean after defeating Leviathan. Increase the light damage, but you can get hurt when you're watching it. Interesting. So that is the Deepling Priest right here. Pretty terrifying creature. And yes, all these things you can just encounter in your world. Some of them you have to go obviously to the Nether or the End to fight based on their designs. You can probably figure it out. But like a lot of these things you can just encounter in your world. And then finally, the Deepling Warlock can now spawn the ocean after defeating the Leviathan. So some of these seem to be spawn locked to you have to defeat this Leviathan boss and then you can start hunting these creatures. I'm not entirely sure the lore behind that or anything, but that's pretty much the update for this version. That's all the new content changes, all the new content additions. And I want you all to let me know in the comments down below what you are most excited for in this new update. Have you been playing? Because I know it's been out for a few days now. And also, who do you think would actually win this fight that's happening back here? Because I think Ignis has already won and is just asserting dominance over the village. And if you guys do want to see some of these in my future mob battle series, feel free to check that out. Or also, you can just check out older videos I've done for some of them, because the Leviathans has been a few fights right now, same as Ignis and the other creature that Ignis defeated. Either way, I hope to see you all in the next video. Have a great day, everyone. Stay safe. Goodbye.